How to change disc brake pads and rotors. First, you want to move the brake fluid reservoir cap. Remove half the fluid to prevent spillover when you're compressing the brake pistons. Brake fluid is very dangerous and can cause damage to the paint and plastics. You're going to want to remove the caliper. Right here, I'm removing the lower bolt that holds the caliper to the caliper bracket. This is on a Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD. I'm doing the rear brakes. You're going to want to make sure the parking brake is released and the vehicle is securely in park and the wheels are blocked before pulling this disc off. Carefully remove the brake caliper and do not allow it to hang from the brake line at all. Secure your brake caliper. You can see I did this here with bungee cords on top of the leaf springs. You're not going to have this with the car, so find a safe place to keep it out of the way so it doesn't hang or fall. Again, make sure the parking brake is off and use wood or a rubber mallet or plastic mallet to tap the back of the rotor or disc off. Make sure your parking brake shoes are in good condition. If not, you might want to go ahead and replace these. As you can see in this picture, mine were covered with oil. That was from the inner bearing of the axle that leaked all over these pads. I did replace those. Replace your disc brake rotors with either new rotors or have your existing rotors turned or resurfaced. I cleaned these and had them resurfaced. If you were just replacing the pads and not the rotor, you would remove the lower bolt of the caliper. You want to lift the caliper up out of the way and secure it. These pads are attached to the brake caliper bracket. I had to tap these out. I'm going to replace with new pads and retainer clips. They might come out easy. You might have to tap them out as I did here. You want to clean all your parts. Use a pad or a piece of wood to compress the pistons if you didn't do this before removing the pads. Most people do it while the pads are there. I just pulled them off first and went back and compressed them. Your retainer clips on this truck, this Chevrolet Silverado 2003 2500 HD, has retainer clips that are different top to bottom. The pads are all identical. You are going to put the retainer clips in place, tap them snugly in place or push them in place. Make sure things fit right. Don't force things in place. If they're not fitting right, there's probably a reason. You want to place your pads against the rotor. Use brake grease or lubricant. You want to put grease on the back of the pads. Do not get on the ceramic or the face of the rotor. The grease is just for metal contacting metal on the caliper side of the pad. Lower the caliper with the pads back in place. If you didn't compress the pistons enough, they won't fit. Reinsert the lower caliper bolt that I removed when I just replaced the pads. You see that rubber boot between the caliper and the caliper bracket. Make sure that's squared up and fits properly. That's protecting the bolt from dirt and keeps the grease in there. You want to re-grease your bolts. If you remove the top bolt, or if you want to re-grease that, go ahead and remove the top bolt and re-grease that as well. And there you have it. If you are at all uncertain about replacing your own disc brakes and rotors, please have a qualified technician do this job.